game losing streak brings the Grayson County Cougars into their final game of the 2019 regular season. An old rivalry is renewed tonight as the Hart County Raiders are the team that's on the scoreboard. It's a battle between two of the only orange teams in this area, but they're coming at it in the final game of the 2019 regular season, and the final game before the Cougars hit the road to Graves County for a playoff game next week. And a good evening and welcome here to Munfordville, Kentucky, and Hart County High School. Sam Gormley here with you tonight as we appreciate you tuning into the Locker Room Show here on Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose, or you might be joining us on K105 Digital Productions, as you can be watching on Facebook, on YouTube, on Periscope, all of the different ways that we have for you to listen. We appreciate you joining in. Today on the Locker Room Show, we'll let you know about each team. As Grayson County enters the game on a 3-game losing streak at 6-3, Hart County enters the game on a 5-game losing streak at 3-6. We'll let you know a little bit more about that. We'll talk to the offensive coordinator of the Cougars, Brian Jones, and more. So that's coming up here on the Locker Room Show on Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier. At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts at Midway Pharmacy.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Welcome back here to Hart County High School. Sam Gormley here with you on a chilly night. But we have been gifted with a heater up here in the press box, so we'll be sweating up here. In fact, it might almost get to the point where I might have to take the sweatshirt off as we all bundled up. But we do have our crew out, and they're in the cold tonight. But that's why we're doing here to bring you the coverage of tonight's Grayson County game against Hart County. Hart County enters the game with a record of 3-6. They finished 0-4 in Class 3A District 2. This is the final game for Hart County. Nothing matters tonight. They have already missed out on the playoffs, so this is, quote-unquote, their playoff game. They're playing for everything. It's senior night. I mean, Grayson County, they could come out here and lose by $100 million, and they're going to be going to Graves County next week. It really means nothing. Their head coach is Chad Griffin, as he is 15-27 in his 4th season at the helm of this program. Since 1993, the Cougars lead the series between these two teams 4-0. Last matchup was here in Munfordville, where the Cougars winning 40-6, and the year before that was in Litchfield, with the final score being 44-12. Hart County enters the game having lost 5 games in a row. They finished 0-4 in district play and will not make the playoffs, as this is their final game of the year. An interesting thing about Hart County is this is only their 3rd home game of the 2019 season, as they played a lot of games on the road, and then they played a neutral site game just down the road at Barron County High School. Hart County and the Cougars scrimmaged prior to last season, with the Raiders winning that one 34-20, as that was here at Raider Field. Hayden Belden is the starting quarterback. He's 26 of 56 for 571 yards with 4 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Keaton Walters has attempted 10 passes for 3 completions, 17 yards and an interception. Devin Roten has also attempted 2 passes with 1 completion for 45 yards, but has thrown an interception. When you look at this Hart County team, it starts, stops, and ends with their rushing attack. Dustin Butler is the leading rusher. He has 851 yards on 83 carries and 7 touchdowns. If you're doing the math on that, that's 10.3 yards per rush, which is an unbelievable total. Julian Barber leads with 89 carries, but is rushed for just a little bit less yardage, as he has only 637 yards and 4 touchdowns. The quarterback Hayden Belden has 59 rushes for 562 yards and 5 touchdowns. Jordan Bradley has 55 carries for 494 yards and 4 touchdowns. Devin Roten is far and away the leading receiver. He has 19 catches for 451 yards and all 4 of the receiving touchdowns for the Raiders. Jordan Bradley has 6 catches for 112 yards. Dustin Butler, Julian Barber, and Colton Champlain have all caught passes for the Raider offense as well. Scoring offense is averaging 23.4 points per game, but again, that rushing offense is averaging 331.7 yards per game, which ranks number 1 in Class 3A and is tied for number 3 statewide. The team has had 3 two-point conversions, and they have 1 special teams touchdown that was on a kickoff return. Scoring defense, though, when you look at this and you're wondering, how are they 3-6 when they're the number 3 rushing team in the entire state? Well, the easiest thing to look at is defense, and that's where Hart County has had some of their troubles here at some points in this season. Defense giving up 36.7 points per game, and they have allowed at least 35 points in every loss this season. They've allowed 34 or less in all of their wins. So if you want to look at a number to circle, there it is right there. Rush defense gives up 191 yards per game. The pass defense gives up 148.4 per game. Shane Pippin leads the team with 88 total tackles. He has also tallied 1 sack, as Julian Barber leads the team with 13 tackles for loss and 4 sacks. He has 73 tackles entering the game. The team has forced 11 turnovers with 3 fumble recoveries and 8 interceptions. Skylar Culver leads the team with 4 takeaways. He has 2 interceptions and 2 fumbles, as Hart County is making their way into their locker room right now, as it is senior night for them, and we did get a notice that there is a possibility that this game might be pushed back about 5 minutes so they can finish the senior night festivities. And I'm sure that Coach Smart really doesn't mind with that. It's this game, it's not a playoff game, it's not a district game. Let them enjoy their senior night. Team has 32 total tackles for a loss, does the Hart County defense, and 9 total defensive sacks, as they have 843 total tackles. Their kicker, Ethan Chenoweth, he's 22 of 24 on PATs. Colton Champlain is also 1 of 2 on PATs as well. As it says here, about 21 minutes away from kickoff here between the Raiders and the Cougars. As we'll take a break and let you know a little bit more about the 6-3 Grayson County Cougars coming up after this, as this is Cougar football right here on 103.9 The Moose.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
When you or a loved one is ready to seek help for a drug addiction, don't let the moment pass. Instead of wasting precious time searching the internet and spending hours on the phone, you can find help now. Because the keys to finding treatment are right at your fingertips. Go online to findhelpnowky.org. Answer 5 optional questions, and in less than a minute, get a list of every Kentucky-based treatment provider accepting clients. Findhelpnowky.org. Finding addiction treatment is easier than ever.
At the core, most any farm is a family, and I'm proud to work with my family every day.
It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but farming is not just a living, it is a lifestyle.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming.
I think a lot of people are very happy to know that neighbors, people like us, are the ones raising their food.
And we want our neighbors to enjoy the same product that we serve to our family.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
It's one of the interesting things about farming is that probably no 2 days are exactly the same. The day-to-day things are not chores to us. They're work sometimes, but yet in the long run, they're things that we are very passionate about doing on a daily basis. We're a part of providing a quality product to our urban neighbors.
From our hands to yours.
We're Kentucky beef producers, helping to feed Kentucky.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Grayson County enters this game with a 6-3. They finished at 2-3 in 5A District 1, as they will be in the playoffs, and it will be a trip to Graves County next week. So it's a 150-mile one-way trip, and I guess we can officially announce this. The K105 crew will be there to bring it to you, as we have officially decided that we will be bringing you a digital productions broadcast of the Cougar football playoff game next week. So if you're watching with us, wherever platform you're watching on, it'll be next week. So we wanted to bring that to you, and it's the perfect way for you to watch in and make sure that you cheer on the Cougars to a possible another second straight win over Graves County in the playoffs, as they beat them last year to knock them out of the season. So Grayson County, again, looking at this, but before we talk about the Graves County, let's take a look at the playoffs. What the bracket is going to look at. We'll look about that a little bit more as the night goes on tonight, as Owensboro will face Muhlenberg County, and Grayson County will face Graves County. The winners of each of those games will then play the next week in the next round. So Owensboro is the 1 seed, so they have home field advantage. So if they win against Muhlenberg County, they will host the next game. Theoretically, if we're just talking what-if scenarios, if Muhlenberg County beats Owensboro and Grayson County beats Graves County, the Cougars would then host a playoff game that next week. So it's not impossible. It is possible, but it would cause for 2 teams to pull off upsets, and getting that, since Cougars are the 3 and Muhlenberg County is the 4. Grayson County, though, head coach is Ed Smart. He's 83 and 93 in his 16th season. His offensive coordinator is Brian Jones. As Logan Kopp is the starting quarterback, the senior has completed 14 of 35 passes for 155 yards on the year, as he attempted a season-high 10 passes in last week's loss to Owensboro for 36 total yards. As Hunter Gibson is leading rusher, 763 yards, 13 touchdowns. He had 36 of the team's 57 rushing yards against Owensboro last week, and if you didn't watch that game, you can read into it what you want to. Owensboro is going to be one of the top, has a chance to legitimately make a deep run in the state. There's no shame in losing to a team like that. Hunter Gibson is the leading receiver, 7 catches, 101 yards. Hunter Thomas, though, has the lone touchdown reception. It's off the trick play in the Nelson County game. Scoring offense is averaging 24.6 points per game. The team has had 3 2-point conversions. 2 of them came against Ohio County, as Logan Raymer was not able to play in that game. Rushing defense is allowing just about 93 yards per game. Back-to-back weeks, though, they have given up 111 yards rushing. Pass defense gives up 125.6 yards per game. Owensboro passed for 255 yards against the Cougars last week. The team's allowing just under 20 points per game. But the past 2 weeks, they have allowed 91 points combined between those 2 games. So that's over 45 combined points. So that's a rough total there in the past 2 weeks. Cooper Terry leads the team with 52 total tackles. Team has forced 18 turnovers this season, 11 fumble recoveries, and 7 interceptions. Caden Woodcock and Dylan Zabel each had interceptions last week. Logan Raymer is the starting kicker, as he is 20 of 22 on PATs, 8 of 9 on field goals. He's made 4 field goals of 30-plus and 3 of 29 yards. So it's technically not 30, but it's still pretty close. As you see, the Cougars are over to the side getting their pregame. They have a locker room, but I noticed that Coach Smart doesn't always like to take them in there. I think he doesn't want them to get all warm and then come out back into the cold again. I think he's going to let him brave the elements and stay with it. It is senior night. It looks like the band's being recognized right now. So we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk to the offensive coordinator of the Grayson County Cougars, Brian Jones. This is Cougar football right here on the Moose.
That is a pretty good breakfast.
Not hungry.
No? Why not? What's up?
Kath and I knew that Jenny had been partying a bit. Found out she tried heroin.
If you need to talk to someone about substance use disorder, call 8338-KY-HELP for a Kentucky licensed treatment provider near you. A message from the Kentucky Office of Drug Control Policy.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Welcome back here to the Locker Room Show on K105. Sam Gormley now joined by the offensive coordinator for the Grayson County Cougars, Brian Jones. And Coach, after going back and watching the film from the Owensboro game, did you see some things that you can take away and really like?
Yeah, there was a couple of RPOs that we ran. It was successful against their first group, and something we look to, maybe continue to work on in hopes that, may help us down the road, especially into the playoffs. Graves has got a couple of really good linebackers that plays really aggressive, similarly to Owensboro, and so that was a bright spot. And then, I think our option game, even though it was against some of their subs, looked really good late. So something, again, we'll continue to work on, maybe expand on.
You passed the ball season high 10 times last week. Did you see some things you liked from Logan?
Yeah, he hit RPO, and we ran a little counter boot one time that had real nice touch on over a defender to our fullback in the flats. And so there was definitely some things that we liked, and then it gave us an opportunity to kind of get back and watch some film and try to help teach him, who our reads are and where we want to go with the ball in certain situations. And so there were some good things and some good learning points too.
Take you back to last season, right in the middle of the year after starting 4-0, you had a 3-game losing streak, losing to South Warren, Allen County, and Bowling Green. You're on a 3-game losing streak again. Is there some similarities between your team at that point last season and what they are right now, mentality-wise?
No, I don't think so. I think, South Warren and Bowling Green's on a totally another level. Allen County is a game we probably should have won, and, kind of was one that kind of stung quite a bit. And, here we've seen Graves, which, a very good football team that plays an extremely tough schedule. The Ohio County game, probably a game we should have won. And then Owensboro, again, very tough team that, may make a deep run in the playoffs. And so, mentality-wise, I don't necessarily think so, because this group is very different from last year's group as far as, how they handle things and everything like that. So I think for me personally, I think it's felt a little bit different this year than it has last year. And, we're still trying to learn how to be successful. And hope to, that carries over in tonight against Hart County and bleeds into the playoffs.
Before we get into tonight's opponent, last week on your bus ride home, you found out that Breck County beat Ohio County. What was your team's reaction to finding out that they were in the playoffs and going to Graves County?
I think they were excited. I think when we lost to Ohio, I think everybody kind of was quite a bit deflated because it kind of took things out of our own control. Have we beat Ohio County, we control our own destiny and everything in that nature. And we kind of expected Ohio to beat Breck and then it'd be a three-way tie and come down to points and all kinds of stuff like that. And so there was some sense of relief that when Breck picks up that win and then it becomes a two-way tie between us and Muhlenberg and we got the head-to-head. So we know kind of what our fate is at that point. So I think the biggest thing was just a sense of relief that we didn't need to rely on certain teams to win or lose this week, and it come down to points.
It's no secret that football and sports in general is a game of momentum. How important is it to win tonight and get that momentum going into the playoffs next week?
Oh, I think it's extremely important. I think, losing 3 in a row, I think it wears on you mentally, not only us as coaches but the kids as well. And so I think it's very important for us to have some success this week in the game, picking up first downs, having points, creating turnovers, all those things you want to see in a game. But I think from a mental aspect of moving forward to a team that's already beat us in Graves County, to build some momentum and have some success tonight, I think is a big predictor on how next week's game goes. If we struggle tonight and barely move the ball and it's a close game and all those things that don't quite go our way, it'll make next week, I think, tougher. I think if tonight we have a great deal of success and things bounce our way, I think we can go down there and play with Graves County and give them a run for their money in hopes to win a playoff game.
You look at Hart County, and the first thing that stands out is their rushing attack, one of the top ones in the entire state. What makes that so good?
They got a big kid that plays back there. He's athletic, he's big, he's strong, he's tall. And I think also what they do offensively is not something that you see week in and week out. So I think it's tough for defenses to prepare for. They run some option and they run some what I call Delaware-style wing T. And it's just not something you see a lot of these days. And so I think that makes it difficult. I think also part of it, their bigger games has maybe been a little bit a favorable schedule. But they've got some super athletic kids. And, we played them last year in a scrimmage. And they blew by us in the passing game 3 or 4 times for some big plays. And so we're going to have to play well. I think it's a good test for us leading into the playoffs.
What do you want to see from your offense against this defense?
I want to see us getting back to running the ball the way that we did early in the season, kind of just pounding it at people, making good decisions, protecting the football. And really I want to see us move the line of scrimmage. It's been a few weeks since we've been able to do that. Part of it is our opponent and seeing some really difficult front sevens. So I want to see our guys up front really have some success, move the line of scrimmage, and us get back to a rushing attack that we're kind of known for.
Coach, good luck. Thanks, we'll have more here on the Locker Room Show coming up after this.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
Because one of the interesting things about farming is that probably no 2 days are exactly the same. The day-to-day things are not chores to us. They're work sometimes, but yet in the long run, they're things that we are very passionate about doing on a daily basis. We're a part of providing a quality product to our urban neighbors.
From our hands to yours.
We are Kentucky beef producers, helping to feed Kentucky.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
That is a pretty good breakfast.
Not hungry.
No? Why not? What's up?
Kath and I knew that Jenny'd been partying a bit. Found out she tried heroin.
If you need to talk to someone about substance use disorder, call 8338-KY-HELP for a Kentucky licensed treatment provider near you. A message from the Kentucky Office of Drug Control Policy.
Take it from me, quitting tobacco isn't easy. It can take several attempts before you can finally quit for good. So if at first you don't succeed, quit. Quit again. And remember, even though quitting is hard, you don't have to do it alone. Quit Now Kentucky is with you every step of the way. For free help quitting tobacco, text QUIT KY to 797979 or go to quitnowkentucky.org.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Welcome back here to Hart County High School. Sam Gormley here with you tonight as it is a chilly day here for football, but it's football. It's football weather, I think is what they like to call it. As in fact, they have just now officially stopped the clock. I think they're waiting here as senior night looks like it's just wrapping up, so maybe they'll flip that switch again. Because that's usually how I mark when I need to go to break and all of that. So I don't know, maybe I'll just get to talk. I know I get to talk more. That's exactly what people want to listen to, right? I talk too much. Little inside joke there. Keys to the game, as I actually have time to do our keys to tonight's game here tonight. For Grayson County, it's simple. Claim the momentum. That's the first one. You've lost 3 in a row. You just heard me and Coach Jones talk about it. You need to have momentum going into the next game of the playoffs. I mean, can you win in the playoffs losing 4 in a row? Absolutely. But just gaining some of that momentum back can be huge in going into next week's game. Get back to the basics. You've had 3 straight losses. In some instances, it's best to go basic. Do what got you to that point. And again, you heard Coach Jones mention that in the postgame. Don't look ahead. Again, looking ahead, this Hart County team can beat you. There is no doubt about that. Looking ahead will just cause you to lose this game, and the momentum will not be claimed. For the Raiders, exploit the Cougar secondary. That's what you've seen the past 3 weeks. Graves County has had some success against Ohio County did, as did Owensboro. And you saw what happened in those games, especially the past 2 weeks. The Cougars gave up 91 combined points in those games. They also, Hart County, play with nothing to lose. They have nothing to lose in this game. They don't have a game next week. This is their final game. This is their playoff game. Play with absolutely nothing to lose. And then finally, force the Cougars into 3rd down and long. If you do this, the Cougars are going to be forced to pass. And on the year, they have only passed the ball 36 times. 10 of those came last week in the loss to Owensboro, as it looks like they're doing the national anthem. So we'll take that time to step aside as this is Cougar football right here on the Moose.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
Nice pool, lady.
What are you doing?
Oh, just giving you a taste of what it's like for us fish.
Well, what do you mean?
You people throw all this stuff on the ground, and it washes down the storm drain right into my pool. Ew, yourself. Don't just walk about it. Stop it before us fish have to take matters into our own hands. Flippers!
Help keep Kentucky's waterways cleaner by keeping trash off the ground. Visit our website to find out how you can help.
Grayson County taking on Hart County. Sam Gormley here with you tonight, as this is WMTL Litchfield, Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose. So we appreciate you tuning in here to tonight's coverage of Grayson County Cougar football, as it looks like Hart County has won the toss and will receive. So Grayson County will be on defense here to start off tonight's game. Sam Gormley, though, here with you tonight. So we appreciate you joining in to tonight's coverage, as this is the final regular season game of the 2019 season. It started all the way back on August the 23rd, as we were up in Hawesville at Hancock County, as the Cougars won that one and ended up winning their first 6, but now are currently on a 3-game losing streak coming into tonight's game, as Grayson County getting ready to take the field right now. And we'll be sure to bring you all of the action right now, as you might be listening with us on Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose via the WMTL app, or watching with us on K105.com, K105's YouTube channel, the K105 Sports Periscope, or on Facebook on either K105 or Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose. Oh, I see we even got some fireworks down here. I like it. You can see that there, yeah, if you're watching. How about that? You don't see that all the time. I think we had that at Hancock County. In fact, they're shooting it over across the field right now towards the Cougar sideline. In fact, it's really low to the ground right now. Well, it works. It's time for football, though, here in Munfordville, Grayson County and Hart County. As the Cougars will start the game off on defense, trying to snap a 3-game losing streak. So let's see how Logan Raymer will start this off. And you know what? If I'm Coach Smart, I'd throw a little onside kick down. Get the momentum going. You need this game. You need it. You need to get it going. Start fast. But then again, that's why I'm in the radio booth and not down on the field. So Grayson County at Hart County. Especially when you got a kicker like Logan Raymer, who is a talented guy. So let's see how the Cougars will kick this one off. Raymer standing at his own 35-yard line. He gets the whistle from the official. And the ball flies, and it's a short pooch kick that's going to be bobbled by Hart County and fallen on at the 33-yard line. So that's where the Raiders will start this game here with the ball. As we appreciate you tuning in to tonight's broadcast, Sam Gormley here with you on Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose. This is the final game of the 2019 regular season. The Cougars will be on the road next week at Graves County in the first round of the KHSAA 5A playoffs, as Hart County starting off here with the ball. We'll have it placed on their own 35-yard line, as they actually end up getting a little bit better of a spot. As we are in here with the Hart County coaching staff tonight. So if you're wondering what that is there is going to be dropping back to pass, and a whistle is blown before the play, and it looks like we're going to have a penalty called against the Raiders. The official gets the call from the umpire, and Raiders are moving back. We still have not gotten something official from the official, and it doesn't look like he's going to give it to us either. I think it's a false start called against the Raiders, and that'll move them back to the 30-yard line. First down and 15 now here coming up. Shotgun formation for the quarterback, Belden. He'll hand the ball off across the right side, going back up to the middle and being brought down after a pickup of only about 1 or 2 yards is the running back there for Hart County. As the one on the handoff was to Julian Barber. Barber on the year came into the game with 89 carries, 637 yards, and 4 touchdowns. That was his 90th carry of this season. So that'll bring up second down and 12 as the ball goes up to the 33-yard line, a pickup of 3 yards. They have one wide receiver out to the top side, Hart County working, and we're going to have a timeout here taken by the Raiders, as we will keep it here, though, as 11-12 to play here in this first quarter. Probably not exactly the start that Hart County was really wanting here, as they are forced to call a timeout 48 seconds into this game. 11-12 here to play in our first quarter. Grayson County, though, again, next week will be on the road at Graves County, as we'll take a look at that bracket here once again, as what it looks like here is the 5A District 1 playoffs. Owensboro will host Muhlenberg County as the 1-4 matchup, while Grayson County will travel to Graves County for the 2v3 matchup. Owensboro has clinched home field advantage throughout the playoffs. The only thing that would not make that happen is if they lose, and in that case, Graves or Grayson County would host when it comes to that. So that's really the bracket to look at, but here we come back to action here. Hart County lines up in the shotgun formation. It's a handoff on actually the quarterback is going to keep it. He goes up the middle, Belden on the run. Has a little RPO action as he faked the handoff on the jet sweep from the far side man. And it's about a 3-yard pickup up to the 36, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 9 here coming up for the Raiders. Hart County wearing all orange uniforms with green numerals, and then their helmets are almost similar to, it looks like Michigan's helmets, is they're orange with a semblance of a little bit of a stripe from green. It's actually, now that I look at it more, it looks like just plain orange helmets. It looks like the chin straps are giving off to the green there. A little bit of a bunch formation here under center. He's rolling out to pass here to the near side, drops it down the field, and it is way overthrown and incomplete, as it was intended here for the wide receiver at the bottom of the screen, number, so he can turn and see if he can't see what he can't give me. Looks like number 84, Devin Roten, was the intended man there. So that'll bring up 4th down and 9, and Hart County will be back to punt. So good start here to the Grayson County defense, taking advantage of the Hart County penalty here early on. Good snap on the punt. It's a line drive spinning kick that goes out of bounds. And that is a gift of a spot. Okay, now he's going to let him come up here a little bit. I was going to say, if he was going to put that back at the 36, he's continuing to walk, and they'll place it up to the 45, and I think that's more like it. As at first, the official went down and put his hand up, saying that the ball went out of bounds at more like the 35-yard line. And I was going to say that there's no absolute way that that did, but I think the 45 is more like it. So Grayson County, their first drive of this game, 10:05 here to play in our opening quarter. 2 wide receivers to the far side. Man in motion is Kopp, actually on the jet sweep. He's going to keep this one himself across the right side, and they're not going to fall on it, as Cougars are actually going to be dropped for a loss on the play, but there is a penalty flag. It is called on Hart County. No, it is holding on the Cougars, as it looked like the official at first turned to Ed Smart to see what he had wanted, but it is holding called against Grayson County, so they will have a penalty that will back them up to the 35-yard line. So holding called against the Cougars. So they had Kopp line up as a wide receiver there and sent him on the jet sweep. Something that we haven't really seen much at all. Kopp back in the quarterback position. He sends Mason Miller from the far side here to the near side. It's a handoff to, actually Kerr's going to keep this one. Pitch it here to the near side to Gibson. Gibson's around the 40, and he'll run out of bounds at the original line of scrimmage at about the 45-yard line. As the triple option, he fakes the handoff to Kerr. Kopp whirled out here to the near side and pitched it out to Hunter Gibson. He runs out of bounds to the 45-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10. So 10-yard pickup there for the Cougars senior running back, Hunter Gibson. Gibson is the leading running back on the team. He has 73 yards and 13 touchdowns. He rushed for 36 yards against Owensboro last week. Shotgun formation here for Kopp. He'll hand it off to Kerr across the right side. He has a hole up to the 50 and across midfield and into Raider territory up to the 48-yard line. That'll bring up here, it's about a pickup of 7 yards, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 3. 9.5 to play here in the first quarter. No score between Grayson County and Hart County. So again, the ball placed here on the Hart County 48. 2 wide receivers to the top, 1 here to the near side. Kopp in the shotgun formation as Miller is a blocker. Low snap. Kopp's going to keep this one himself up the middle. He's going to be stopped short of the 1st down marker of about a yard. So he's about 1.5 yards short. In fact, he's 2 yards short as they stop him even shorter than that to the 47, 4th down and 2. At midfield, interesting decision here for Coach Smart as you're still early on in this game. But it appears that he's not even thinking twice about going for this one. So 4th down and 2. Kopp goes under center. He's in the I formation. It's a handoff to Gibson. He has the first down and more across the 45, down at about the 40. First down, Cougars. A 7-yard pickup there on 4th down and 2 for Hunter Gibson. As he just lowered his shoulder and went through a big hole created by the Grayson County offensive line. Cougars in their white jerseys here with orange numerals and white helmets as they are working from right to left on your TV screen or on your radio dial, no matter how you are watching or listening with us here tonight. One wide receiver out on each side here. Shotgun formation for Kopp. He has Gibson to his left, Kerr to his right. He sends Miller in motion, now sends him back out to the right side. Handoff to Kerr up the middle. He lowers his head, picks up a couple of yards up to the 36-yard line. That's a pickup of 4 yards. 2nd down and 6 coming up here for Grayson County. Of course, Grayson County is coached by Ed Smart as he is in his 16th season, 83 and 93. As against Hart County, he is 2-0. He is 8-7 though in season finales, as this is the 16th year here at the helm of this program for the head man Ed Smart. 2nd down and 6 here though for Grayson County. Shotgun formation. Trips to the far side. He has Kerr to his left in the backfield. Kopp's going to keep this one himself after faking the handoff, and he gets up by a gain of 1 up to the 35-yard line. But nothing more than that as he fakes the handoff to Kerr. And it'll be 3rd down and 5 here coming up. 6 minutes, 45 seconds to play in the first quarter. No score between Grayson County and Hart County. So we'll try to bring you some score updates. There's a really good game happening down in the Bowling Green area. Louisville Trinity is playing at Bowling Green. Really nothing to do with Grayson County at all, but it's just if you like high school football, it's a matchup that you're really going to want to watch for. Cougars go in the shotgun formation. Kopp rolls out to pass. He goes over the middle. It's overthrown and intercepted. The first interception thrown by Kopp of the season. And Hart County picks it up, and they will return this about 20 yards up to the 40-yard line. So an interception, the first one of the season, thrown by Logan Kopp. And he will take it up to the 47-yard line. As Kopp just overthrew Mason Miller. I mean, Miller doesn't have much height to him at all, and he just overthrew him right into the hands of the Hart County defender. As it's a handoff on the sweep across the right side and a pickup of about 3 on the run. Up to the 45. 2nd down and 7 coming up for the Raiders. And Zach Bratcher a little slow to get up. Oh, he's just tying his shoe. I was going to say it was a little weird that they weren't bringing a trainer or anything out to him, as he was. Shotgun formation here. No, under center rather. It's a handoff to the fullback. Ball's out. And Hart County, no, it's still out. And Hart County does come down with it as it scored it out about 3 or 4 times there, and finally the Raiders come down on top of it. They fall down back on it at about the 37-yard line. It'll be an 8-yard loss. And that would have been a big break for Grayson County to try and take a turnover right back from the Raiders. I have a score here in the first quarter. Muhlenberg County leads Ballard Memorial 12-0. Owensboro Catholic leads Apollo 14-7. That game is also in the first quarter. We'll be sure to bring you more updates as we see them. Shotgun here for the quarterback Belden. And a whistle is blown. False start called against the Raiders, and that'll move them back. That'll move them back to the 32-yard line. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 20 They need to get to the 49 of Grayson County. Shotgun here. Man in motion from the far side here to the near side. Belden to pass. Rolls out to the right. Over the middle. The pass is complete, but he's still well short of the first down up to the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of about 9 yards. And looks like Hart County will be forced to punt again here. 4.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Still no score between Grayson County and Hart County. High snap corralled by the punter. It's a high kick, but not very long, and it goes out of bounds again. And again, the official just runs where it goes out of bounds, and now he's going to walk and see from the head official where it will. And they're going to say the Grayson County 38-yard line. So after the turnover, let's see if Logan Kopp, he's 0 for 1 with a turnover here already. Two wide receivers to the high side. Shotgun formation for Kopp. He is Kerr here to his right. Low snap. He's going to roll it out, does Kopp. He has a hole across the right side. He's across the 45, still on his feet outside the numbers. Inside the 50, across the 45, and running out of bounds near the 38-yard line. Big time run by Logan Kopp. Up to the 38-yard line. That's a pickup of 24 yards and a first down Cougars. So Kopp says, you know what? Yep, I might have thrown an interception, but how about a 24-yard pickup to make up for just that? That was the first interception thrown on the year for Grayson County. We'd have to go back because I don't think Noah Bullock threw more than 1 or 2 last season.
We got 4 this way. Watch Speedo this way.
Shotgun formation here for Kopp. He's going to run this one himself again across the left side. He dives forward. He's going to get a couple of yards on this up to the 31-yard line. So 7-yard pickup there for the senior quarterback, Logan Kopp. 3:40 now to play in the first quarter. Still no score. The Grayson County offense, though, having some success moving the ball against this Hart County defense. It is a chilly night, though, tonight. Let's see if we can get an official temperature here. 38 degrees is what my watch says right now. But really no wind, which is very thankful for both teams, I'm sure. Kopp in the shotgun. Hand off to Kerr. Across the left side, inside the 30-yard line, and being brought down near the 27 and near that first down marker. It's all going to depend on the spot. The official goes down, looks. First down, Cougars. As they'll say, it's up to the 28-yard line, a 3-yard pickup. First down and 10 coming up here for the Cougars. Under 3 to play here in this opening quarter. Grayson County looking for the score here on their second drive of the game, as their first drive ended with an interception thrown. 2 wide receivers high side. Kopp rolls out to the right. He stops in his tracks, and he's going to pay the price for it, as the defensive end was waiting for him, and Kopp had nowhere to go with the ball. And he's dropped for a loss on the play. Shane Pippin was the man in there on the tackle. Back to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 3 yards. Second down and 13 coming up. So back to the 31. And that was just great defense there. The defensive end wasn't fooled on the option at all. 2 wide receivers out on each side for Kopp. Shotgun formation. Fakes the handoff to Kerr. He keeps it himself up to the 30. He'll gain 1 yard, but not much more than that. Third down and long coming up. And when you go back to the keys to the game, this was one of the keys for Hart County. They wanted to force Grayson County into third and long situations, force them to pass. They don't pass a lot. Third down and 11 coming up here for Grayson County. And I don't think you're really in field goal range here. Logan Raymer's got a leg. No wind. I don't know that Ed Smart would really consider using him at this point. Kopp in the pistol. He has Kerr behind him. He hands it off to Kerr. No, it is kept by Kopp. And he again pays the price for it as there was a blitz coming from the linebacker here on the near side. And Kopp should have handed it off to Kerr because Kerr would have had near the first down yardage. But he keeps it himself. And he's dropped for a loss back to the 37-yard line, a 7-yard loss and 4th down and a country mile coming up here for Grayson County. And they'll quickly be forced to punt. It's a quick snap. They're going to roll it out, and I don't know why you'd even think about going for a fake as they're going to pooch it down inside the 5-yard line, and it rolls into the end zone. So a great punt, though, as it looked like at first Grayson County was going to go for it. And my guess is Ed Smart was saying, you're going to have 3rd down and 20. What are you doing? So he ends up punting it into the end zone. It was a great punt, but Hart County will have the ball. 36.9 seconds to play in this first quarter. See what Hart, they have one player already lined up here down by himself here to the near side. Now he's going to, it's the quarterback getting the play call from Hart County. At first I thought they were trying to pull a little bit of a fast one down here to the near side, as you see sometimes a team will leave a guy out and see if they can't catch the the defense napping. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers here to the near side. They send a man in motion from the far here to the near. They're going to roll out to pass over the middle. The pass is complete at the 26-yard. Oh, it is dropped at the last second. As it was caught at first, but a hit came in from the Cougar defender, Zach Bratcher, and knocked it out. 30 seconds to play here in this first quarter. Still no score between Grayson County and Hart County. 2nd down and 10. I formation this time. The quarterback Belden under center. He's going to keep it himself here across the right side. He stiff arms one, but from behind, a nice tackle by Dylan Zabel for Grayson County up to the 22-yard line. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 8 here coming up for Hart County. And I think we'll wait until the second quarter to take that snap, as it appears that we will. So at the end of 1, Hart County 0, Grayson County 0. This is Cougar football on the Moose.
But one of the interesting things about farming is that probably no 2 days are exactly the same. The day-to-day things are not chores to us. They're work sometimes, but yet in the long run, they're things that we are very passionate about doing on a daily basis. We're a part of providing a quality product to our urban neighbors.
From our hands to yours.
We're Kentucky beef producers, helping to feed Kentucky.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Hart County. As Hart County now is going to move a little bit closer to where we are. As we're down here towards the side of the field that's closest to us right now, Hart County is going to be working from right to left here to start this second quarter of play. No score, though. They will have 3rd down and 7. They're going to go shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers here to the near side. A man in motion goes from the far to the near there. He's going to roll out to the near side, and he's going to be brought down by 3 or 4 Cougars, and the one that's going to end up coming down with it. And the ball's out, and Grayson County comes down with it. Ethan Stewart falls down on top of the fumble at the 10-yard line, as I thought I had saw a ball pop out, and it does pop out back at about the 10 or 11-yard line. Great field position coming up here for Grayson County. They'll say the 11. Now you have got to get 6 if you're the Cougars on this play. Hart County 11-yard line. Kopp lines up under center, and we're going to have a timeout taken by Grayson County. This is Cougar football right here on the Moose.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net. Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
And as per usual, Ed Smart doesn't wait a minute. He waits 30 seconds on his timeout. And he, on the carry, Logan Kopp kept it himself across the right side and runs out of bounds at about the 2-yard line. So a pickup there of 9 yards. So Grayson County will have it. In fact, they are going to say, second down and 1 from the 2. What will they decide to do? It'll be under center is Kopp. He has Miller, Kerr, and Gibson lined up behind him. Whistle blown as it's handed off to Gibson. But a false start called against Grayson County. And that'll move them backwards back to the 7-yard line. They can't necessarily put in their bruiser package now on this instance. So that'll bring up second down and 6 from the 7. Run, run, run. That's exactly what they're calling here on this one. One wide receiver to the high side. Same formation as the last play. And it's the same exact play. Gibson goes across the left side. He's inside the 5. He's inside the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Right when he crossed the goal line, he took a massive hit. But he goes into the end zone for a 7-yard touchdown run. And Grayson County has jumped out to a 6-0 advantage. So Hunter Gibson from 7 yards out. Logan Reamer on to attempt the extra point. Snap is up, the kick is up, and he put it through. So Grayson County leads this one 7-0. This is Cougar football on K105.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this.
When you or a loved one is ready to seek help for a drug addiction, don't let the moment pass. Instead of wasting precious time searching the internet and spending hours on the phone, you can find help now. Because the keys to finding treatment are right at your fingertips. Go online to findhelpnowky.org. Answer 5 optional questions, and in less than a minute, get a list of every Kentucky-based treatment provider accepting clients. Findhelpnowky.org. Finding addiction treatment is easier than ever.
Hunter Gibson's 14th touchdown of this young season gives Grayson County the 7-0 lead. And it's a low kick on the ground, and it's bobbled by Hart County, picked up at the 32-yard line. Now going backwards, the ball's out again. And I think he falls down on top of it, though, as he was running with it, and he was going backwards, trying to go around the corner, and that ball just popped right out. And he's lucky that he fell down back on top of it. But what looked like they were going to get the ball towards about the 37-yard line. Instead, Hart County will get the ball more towards the 21. 11:20 here to play in this second quarter. Grayson County leads 7-0.
All right, 77 and 51.
Ball placed on the 21. Shotgun formation. Handoff up the middle, and nothing going for Hart County, as the running back is pushed backwards after a gain of 1 yard up to the 22-yard line. As we do want to take this time, though, to remind you, is if you usually don't always stay tuned in to our halftime show, be sure you make an effort to today, as we have an exclusive Cougar in the Classroom segment that you do not want to miss. We'll just leave it at that. Under center. Handoff on the jet sweep across the left side here. And he'll get up to near the 25-yard line on the run. So up to the 25, it's a 3-yard pickup. 3rd down and 6 coming up. The senior quarterback, Hayden Belden, gets the play call from the Hart County coaching staff, delivers it to his team. They break the huddle. And a whistle blown, and we're going to have a timeout taken on the field by Hart County. We'll bring it back up here, though, and let you know just, I guess, do we give more of a tease? Do we let them know a little bit more? So, again, our Cougars in the Classroom, if this is your first game that you've ever tuned in, Cougars in the Classroom is a segment that we like to say helps put an emphasis on the people and programs that are making a difference in the lives of Grayson County students. It's going off the field, letting know people who impact people's lives. Let's put it this way. I've lived in Grayson County now for about 14 or 15 months, and I know that everybody that I've talked to that have lived here a whole heck of a lot longer than I am, the unanimous person when said having an impact on students, it's this person. It's this person. You need to be there. You need to talk to him. Did I give it away? Maybe. You'll have to watch at halftime, and we'll let you know who it is for a really good interview with him. Under center. Pitch out here to the near side, and the Cougar defense is stopped him at first, but he ends up turning around on the spin move, getting up to the 30-yard line. Grayson County was going to have him down at the 25, but instead the running back there ends up picking up a couple of more up to the 30. 4th down and inches coming up. Hart County is going to go for it. But I guess when it's your last game of the season, why not? Under center. It's a sneak. And he got that and more as he's got across the 35-yard line as he went through the Cougar defensive line. Ends up getting up to the 39-yard line. So the sneak, the goal on it was only to pick up 1, the first down. He ends up picking up 9 and more. 9.5 to play here in this first half. Grayson County leads 7-0. So see, Henderson County leads Owensboro 9-7 at the end of the first quarter. That would be a little bit of an upset here tonight, as Owensboro, a team that Grayson County saw last week, South Warren leads Logan County 20-0 at the end of the first quarter. Handoff off to the right side, and the Cougar defense there for a loss. Ryan Coates was the man in there on the tackle for a loss of 1 yard on the play. So back to the 38. Two wide receivers here to the near side. Shotgun formation. And it's a handoff on the sweep. Nope, the quarterback's going to keep it. Belden, he gets up to the what was the original line of scrimmage and is tripped down. And I think that might have been Ryan Coates in there again on the tackle. Up to the 39, 3rd down and 10 coming up here for Hart County. As I see here, McLean County leads Webster County 20-14. That game's in the first quarter. High-scoring game there. Again, at the end of the first quarter, Henderson County leads Owensboro 9-7. Third down and 10. Shotgun formation for Belden. Passing down. He rolls out to the right. Now passing over the middle. It is nearly intercepted by Grayson County. Hunter Toms had his hands on it and off of the deflection. Zach Bratcher had a chance at the interception. And actually, for Hart County, Colton Champlain had a chance at actually catching it off of the deflection. If Hunter Toms gets that one too, he had a whole lot of green in front of him. So 4th down and 10. Hart County will be forced to punt this one away. Line drive kick. It takes a bounce at the 35. It's going to be picked up at the 27. Across the 35 it goes Gibson, and he's driven backwards, and they're going to place it at the 34-yard line. So that's where Grayson County will get their possession here. With 7:30. So 7.5 to play here in this first half. As a reverse, and it's taken here by Gibson across the far side. He's going to pick up about 5 or 6 before being brought down across the 40-yard line up to the 42. An 8-yard pickup by Hunter Gibson on the reverse. I'm not sure we've seen a reverse this season. That's, I think, a first here for Grayson County. So it's actually going to be more like a 9-yard pickup. Up to the 44 or 43. They need to get to the 44. Shotgun formation for Kopp. Trips here to the near side, one out high to the top. He has Kerr to his right. Kerr's going to get the handoff. He's got the first down, diving forward. And a late penalty flag comes in. I mean, by the near judge here, he throws it out. I mean, this play was dead for about 2 or 3 seconds. As it goes up to the 47, I'm not really sure what this could be, as it was a really late penalty flag. Personal foul? Sideline warrant. Wait. I'm honestly not entirely sure what that was. A personal foul was called against Hart County. So he put his arms behind his back. Well, it's a personal foul called against Hart County. The Cougars had a first down, and they're going to get a whole heck of a lot more up to the 38-yard line. So they've now moved into their own territory. 6:10 to play here in this first half. 2 wide receivers here to the near side. Kopp to pass. Pump fakes once. Now drops it over the middle, and it's nearly intercepted again. And I think there was some miscommunication. So he kind of threw that in the middle of about 3 Hart County defenders and 2 Grayson County offensive players. You didn't really see much confidence on the throw there by Logan Kopp. Davis County leads Warren East 14-0. Trinity leads Bowling Green 21-14. That game is at the half. And Owensboro is now taking a lead against Henderson County. I don't think there's really any surprise on that. Under center goes Kopp. And a penalty flag again comes in here from the near side, and a false start going to be called against the Cougars. So that'll make this one now 2nd down and 15. Can Grayson County add some more points before we reach the half? They're going to go under center. I formation. Mason Miller and Hunter Gibson lined up. It's off to Gibson across the left side. He's across the 30-yard line. He's down inside the 20, inside the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Cougars. Hunter Gibson on the carry, 43 yards to the house. And Grayson County has taken a 13-10 lead. The longest run of the season for Grayson County, 43 yards, goes Hunter Gibson. Touchdown number 15 on the season, and Logan Raymer is now in to attempt the extra points. Placed down, the kick is up. And it is good. So Grayson County leads this one 14-0. This is Cougar football on K105.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
Nice pool, lady.
What are you doing?
Oh, just giving you a taste of what it's like for us fish.
Well, what do you mean?
You people throw all this stuff on the ground, and it washes down the storm drain right into my pool. Ew, yourself. Don't just squawk about it. Stop it before us fish have to take matters into our own hands. Flippers!
Help keep Kentucky's waterways cleaner by keeping trash off the ground. Visit our website to find out how you can help.
Richfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Hunter Gibson, second touchdown of the game, gives Grayson County a 14-0 lead here at the half. The kick is caught at the 25-yard line, breaking it back here towards the near side. He's still on his feet across the 35, spun down from behind, still going though, and finally being brought down at the 32-yard line. And we have a Hart County injured player, slow to get up on the opposite side of the field, and that almost looked like it might be non-contact, and he's grabbing his back. That's the last thing you want to see, anything to do with a back. So Hart County will have this ball, though, placed at their own 33-yard line, 5:12 to play in this first half. Again, I seem like I'm throwing it down everyone's throat, but you got to be sure that you come and listen to Cougars in the Classroom tonight. So even if you're not watching with us, we have the audio version, and it's just as good. We're very excited about it. Under center. Handoff to the fullback, and nothing going. He runs forward, and finally is going to be pushed backwards. No gain on the run. Under 5 now to play. Again, if you're listening with us and you're wondering what the conversation's ongoing and with us, is we're actually in the booth with the Hart County coaches. So maybe you can get some insights. Under center and kept this time, getting away from one man, not getting away from the second one. As in there on the tackle for Grayson County was Ryan Mode, as it's a 1-yard pickup on the quarterback keeper by Hayden Belden. Up to the 34-yard line. 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Grayson County leads 14-0 after 2 first-half touchdowns here by Hunter Gibson on the ground. I see a score here. I'm not sure if this is a typo. At the end of the first quarter, McLean County leads Webster County 34-14. That's a whole lot of points in the first quarter. Timeout taken here by Hart County. I mean, that is a whole heck of a lot of points. I'm not denying it, but that's a score that I'm seeing here. North Hardin leads PRP 34-0. That score is at the half. Edmondson County is getting blown out by Barron County 37-0. That's with 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Tough day to be in downtown Browntown today. Apollo leads Owensboro Catholic 21-14. 7 minutes and 45 seconds to play in the second quarter there. As South Warren leads Logan County 20-6, 10.5 minutes to play in the second quarter of that game. In Owensboro leads Henderson County 15-9. I think that game is in the second quarter. And that's really all of the scores that I have that bring you as of right now. I know Graves County, the Cougars' next opponent, as right when I mention them, it gives me an update from our friend Joe Jackson. Graves County leads Marshall County 14-7. That's a big rivalry game. To pass, Hart County now to scramble over the middle. The pass is complete across midfield. And that's enough for a big pickup for Hart County, and they go into Cougar territory up to the 48-yard line. That's an 18-yard pass completion. And enough for a first down Raiders. So here come Hart County trying to add some points here. 3 minutes to play. They do not have any timeouts remaining. Handoff to the fullback. He's still on his feet, continuing to churn his legs across the 45-yard line up near the 40. It's one of the biggest runs of the game here for Hart County. And it's near the first down marker, but up to the 41. Gain of 7. Second down and 3. Under 3 now to play here in this first half. Again, did I mention Cougars in the classroom? Tune into that. Fakes the handoff, now up the middle. Across the 35, runs over a Cougar defender up to the 31-yard line. So that's another pickup of a first down for Hart County. That time's moving, though, but still 2.5 minutes to go. 31 yards is plenty of time. Belden goes under center. It's a handoff to Barber across the left side, inside the 30-yard line and up to the 27. It's about a 4-yard pickup, second down and 6 coming up for Hart County. Again, Hart County cannot stop the clock except for a first down, or if they go out of bounds. Under 2 now to play. They've got to go 28 yards to add some points here as they trail 14-0 against Grayson County. One wide receiver to the high side. And a whistle is blown, stopping the clock. Timeout, Grayson County. Somebody is running onto the field. Ed Smart is running onto the field and getting right into the face of a Cougar defender. As it was Dylan Zabel. Coach Smart's showing off some 4.40 speed out there. Right there to get into the face of Dylan Zabel. I'm not sure what Zabel had done, but Smart is right there in the face. I'm sure he has to be livid to stop the clock and give Hart County a chance to talk this over. So if you were, I'm not sure if we had the camera on that or not, if you saw the 4.40 speed there by head coach Ed Smart. 16 seasons, it doesn't look like it there. Guess he's had a lot of practice. See here, E-Town is playing Lloyd Memorial. That's an interesting game. 20-12 at the half as Lloyd Memorial is Northern Kentucky, Erlanger. I'm not really sure why those two teams are matching up, but it's a pitch here to the near side across the 30-yard line, and the Cougars bottle them up for no gain. Minute and a half to play. Hart County doesn't appear to be reeling in any hurry at all. They have not attempted a field goal on the season. Their kicker, though, is Ethan Chenoweth, 22 of 24 on PATs this year. Ball placed on the 28, third down, and about 7. Under center. Goes Belden. Handoff. Now it's some trickeration on the triple reverse. He gets away from the man in the backfield. Across the right side, he's got the first down and more. And he is going to be pushed out of bounds by Grayson County. They probably should have tried to keep him. As he was pushed out of bounds on the trickeration, Jordan Bradley on the run. And now they're continuing to run the clock here. As I thought he had got out of bounds, but the official called it, I guess, waved him to keep it rolling. Hart County, the ball's placed to the 19. Back to pass. Near side. Incomplete. Nice defense by Grayson County to punch that one out. As they went up to some height, but it looked like Logan Kopp was the one in there. It's an incomplete pass. As they tried to find that one to number 88, Colton Champlain, 6'2". They have some height there, and they were going to use that height advantage. They just threw that one up. 22.5 seconds. Seems like Grayson County has been in situations like this about 4 or 5 times this year, only on defense. To pass again. He's going to have to give it away from man. Now he's just going to throw one up. It's tipped into the hands, and he dropped it. Hart County had a touchdown. Logan Kopp went up to knock that one down. It just went off his fingertips and into the hands of the Raider man, and I don't think he was expecting that to happen, and it ends up going in and out of his hands. 3rd down and 10 coming up. A gift is given to Grayson County there, as that would have been an easy 6 for the Raiders. Grayson County will get the ball to start the second half of play as they started on defense here. 3rd down and 10, 15 seconds to play in the first half. Ball placed on the Grayson County 19-yard line. Under center. Belden to pass. Rolls out, and he's brought down in the backfield for a loss. Ryan Coates was there, and that's the final play of the first half. Grayson County leads Hart County 14-0 here at the half, as this is Cougar football on the Moose.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield. Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Sam Gormley back here with you as Grayson County leads Hart County 14-0 at the half, as the Cougars get 2 first-half touchdowns from Hunter Gibson to help lead the way to their 14-0 score that they have right now at this moment. We've been hyping it up really all night, and I hope that the expectations have been extended. But before we get to that, again, the Hunter Gibson touchdown here, as he had a 7-yard touchdown run and a 43-yard touchdown run to give the Cougars their 14-0 lead that they have right now. As the defense played well for Grayson County, that last drive for Hart County was a 10-play drive that ended with a big sack. And, the ends of Ryan Mode and Ryan Coates both playing well. The secondary playing well here at points as well. So it's a lot to like here early on in this game, and you got the 14-0 lead. And you know what? All that matters is you got that that lead going into the half. You're up 2 scores. You get the ball coming out of the half. You can try and get that third score and see what you can't do moving forward from there. Again, Grayson County leads Hart County 14-0 here at the half. When we come back, we'll have Cougars in the classroom with none other than the legendary, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Spirit McGee. That'll be coming up as this is Cougar football right here on the Moose.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net. At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
While the Cougar athletic teams get most of the spotlight from the community, it is in the classroom where they first learn to succeed. This season, we will be featuring some of these people and programs that are making a difference in the lives of Grayson County students. This evening, we head to Grayson County High School to talk to the person who has impacted more lives than anyone in the 46-year history of the school.
I tell people, I said, the kids have made me better, and I tell them a lot of times. We kind of think that the teachers do all the uplifting and make things better. A lot of times we don't. The kids keep me going.
Mr. Spirit McGee has been involved in education in Grayson County for 59 years. When Grayson County High School opened in 1974, Mr. Spirit was named as the first athletic director. The transition from 3 high schools to 1 was a difficult job for him.
Not a facility. I'm talking about zilch for the athletic program. Nothing. No gym. Never got finished all year. And believe it or not, girls basketball came in that same year, giving me another, where do we practice? Where do we play? No football field, no baseball field. It was just, there was nothing, and everybody was coming. Mr. AD, we want to have this sport. We're going to bring in this sport and golf and all the things the little schools didn't have. We didn't have anything but basketball, a little bit of track, cross country to get them conditioned for basketball. We had very, very few sports. Now we're wanting everything.
Another challenge she faced was picking the nickname for the new Grayson County High School.
I wanted the Mustangs, and I hate Muhlenberg County because they have got it, because we love horses in Grayson County, and I thought there's nothing any more beautiful to stand up on the cliff and look down in the valley and see those beautiful Mustangs running strong and free, and I wanted it really badly. But hey, I wear the Cougar stuff now, so the kids won, and it was for the kids, and I'm not unhappy about it.
When he was interviewing for the job, the superintendent at the time asked him if he would be able to be fair towards all students and not just the students he had at Caneyville High School.
When they come into that school, they're going to be Grayson County Cougars. All the same. I will cherish memories from Caneyville, but I won't bring anything from Caneyville. No plaque, wear no purple, or any of that stuff. I'm going to be wearing orange and blue, and every one of those kids are going to be a Grayson County Cougar.
Today, Mr. Spirit serves as the activities director for the high school. One of the main portions of his job is to see the students as they leave and return from different events. Win or lose, Mr. Spirit is there to be their number one supporter.
I want to be there if they win and thank them for wearing the colors. I want to be there when they lose and tell them, hey, you're out there doing something good. You're out there representing your school, representing your mom and dad, the community, and you can't lose when you do that. You may lose on the scoreboard, but I'm a firm believer that sometimes coaches are wrong. If a kid, young lady, young man, gives everything they have, I used to have a little rock. If a man, and it can be woman naturally, gives all that he has or she has, what else can you give?
In 2015, the community honored Mr. McGee by renaming the road outside the school to Mr. Spirit Boulevard. While he was honored at the recognition, he wasn't on board with the change at first.
We had thousands of dollars of stationery Schoolhouse Road, and the judge and the people are going to take that thing and put Mr. Spirit on there and burn all the stationery, and the people were really confused. They said, we love you, Mr. McGee. We think you deserve it, but I'm going to kill you if they do that because I don't have the money to buy more stationery.
After the stationery issue was resolved, an orange and blue sign showed up on the road. A few days later, Mr. Spirit came to the school to find it had disappeared.
I talked to the judge. I said, oh, my God, Judge, you won't believe this. They've taken my sign down. It's either those Edmonson County people or Butler County. They've stolen my sign, and I'm just crushed and everything. And he started laughing. He said, Mr. McGee, we got to apologize. That sign that we painted and fixed for you doesn't correspond or is not relative to all the other sign. And we really can't do that. Said, you're going to get another sign, but it'd be green and white. Sorry.
The impact Mr. McGee has had on the people of Grayson County is well known, but a relationship with another player on a rival school really touched his heart.
I even have fun. I went out to Owensboro Catholic, and they had one of the outstanding basketball players. She went to Duke and started as a freshman. But she said and told me and really made me feel good. And again, don't take this as bragging. This is what she said. She said, I wish we had Mr. Spirit in our school. I said, I can't do it. I'm sorry, but I love you.
Luckily for those in Grayson County, we do have Mr. Spirit. I'm Sam Gormley reporting for Cougars in the Classroom. Join us next week for part 2 of our exclusive interview with EE Mr. Spirit McGee. The halftime show continues in just a moment.
It's one of the interesting things about farming is that probably no 2 days are exactly the same. The day-to-day things are not chores to us. They're work sometimes, but yet in the long run, they're things that we are very passionate about doing on a daily basis. We're a part of providing a quality product to our urban neighbors.
From our hands to yours.
We are Kentucky beef producers, helping to feed Kentucky.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Welcome back here to Hart County, as it is chilly, as I just stepped out during that break, and we apologize for those of you listening to our radio broadcast. We had some technical difficulties in that did not allow for the full broadcast of Cougars in the Classroom to broadcast to you, but we will, the best way I can say is to be sure to go back and rewatch it on our Facebook Live or our YouTube or something along the lines of that, or you can always, we will post a link at some point tomorrow as well for you to be able to watch the full one. But we want to thank, first off, we can't thank him enough, Mr. Spirit, Mr. McGee, for taking his time out of his day to meet with us and talk about, the thing that he loves more than anything, Grayson County Cougar. He probably loves his family more, but he loves the Cougars, and the Cougars absolutely love him as well. So we want to thank him for taking his time to come out and meet with us, as Grayson County leads this one, though, at the half by a score of 14-0. Sam Gormley, though, here with you, as this is WMTL Litchfield, Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose. Cougars getting ready to retake the field. As if you just joined us and you're wondering what's happening, well, the Cougars had 2 first-half touchdowns from Hunter Gibson. One was from 7 yards out, and one was from 43 yards out on back-to-back possessions. The last 2 possessions of that second quarter, as Hart County is making their way onto the field too. Both teams trying to stay in the warmth. In fact, Hart County went into the locker room to stay warm. The Cougars did not. In fact, if you see right now on one of our cameras, the officials are making their way out right now as well. So we need like the Cops theme song or something to play. Bad boys walking their way out, but they've called a pretty good first half. There was really only one call that we were a little bit puzzled on, and it went in the Cougars' favor. So, in fact, I still got to do some research to see what the personal foul behind the back, arms behind the back, really is. As at first I thought it might have been a sideline warning, but it's not a personal foul unless but if the coach would have made contact with an official, then it would have been an ejection. I don't know. But if we hear something, we'll let you know. But again, Grayson County leads this one here at the half by a score of 14-0. Again, we want to thank Mr. McGee for taking his time to sit down with us. We'll have the second half coming up after this. This is Cougar Football on the Moose.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Nice pool, lady.
What are you doing?
Oh, just giving you a taste of what it's like for us fish.
Well, what do you mean?
You people throw all this stuff on the ground, and it washes down the storm drain right into my pool. Ew, yourself. Don't just squawk about it. Stop it, before us fish have to take matters into our own hands. Flippers!
Help keep Kentucky's waterways cleaner by keeping trash off the ground. Visit our website to find out how you can help.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Welcome back here to Munfordville as Grayson County getting ready to take on Hart County in the second half. Cougars lead this one 14-0. Sam Gormley here with you as I throw my pen on the floor, which means we're ready to go, I guess. Cougars get 2 first-half touchdowns from Hunter Gibson. Again, if you'd probably made the smart decision and stayed home tonight, sitting in front of the fireplace or something along the lines of that, you made the right one because it is chilly outside. But luckily, unlike last night, there is no wind. In fact, looking out at the American flag to the right of the scoreboard, there's really no wind at all. That thing's not moving, which makes it cold, but not completely miserable. So here we come. Hart County will kick this one off from left to right to Grayson County, who will start this one. The second half with the ball, leading 14-0. At the half, Henderson County leads Owensboro 16-15. Red Devils might be looking at their first loss to a Kentucky team. Kick on the ground, and it rolls all the way down to the 18-yard line, and it's going to be picked up by Hunter Gibson. He carries it across the far side, across the 30, brought down across the 35-yard line up to about the 37, a 20-yard return for the senior Hunter Gibson. So Grayson County with the ball here. At the start of the third quarter, they lead 14-0. They will say the 37. It is a chilly night, but football weather, I think, is what everybody says. I formation for Kopp here. Some confusion on that Hart County defense. It's a handoff to Gibson across the right side. He has a hole across the 45, across the 50, still on his feet inside the 40, down inside the 30-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. Great run by Hunter Gibson to start off the half. Hart County has not had an answer as he takes that one all the way up to the 32-yard line. And a big run, the first play of this game for 32 yards of this second half. Grayson County again leading this one 14-0. One wide receiver out on each side, the I formation again. Gibson's probably approaching 100 yards rushing if he's not already there. Kopp under center. He's going to keep it himself across the right side, still on his feet, down inside the 30-yard line, down to about the 26. So about a 6-yard pickup on the quarterback keeper by Logan Kopp. And it's not taking the Cougars any time at all in this second half to march down the field. Kentucky basketball did play Kentucky State tonight. And I haven't seen a final score on that. Handoff across the right side. That's enough for a first down, Cougars. Inside the 20-yard line, inside the red zone goes Grayson County up to the 19-yard line. That's a pickup of 7 yards. And again, a first down. Russellville leads Warren Central 27-20. That scores at the half, as Warren Central is trying to snap about a 52-game losing streak as they play the Panthers. That game is happening just down the road in Bowling Green. I formation handoff across the left side to Gibson, and he'll pick up a couple of yards. Up to the 16-yard line. Second down and 8 now coming up for Grayson County. Hart County breaks the defensive formation, now adapting to what the Cougars have out. Under center goes Kopp. Gibson is the back of the I formation. Kopp keeps it himself across the left side. Juke move to the right, inside the 10, 5, touchdown Cougars. As Logan Kopp takes that one himself across the left side for 16 yards. It is Kopp's 6th touchdown of the season. Logan Raymer now in to attempt the extra point. Placed down, the kick is a line drive kick that splits the uprights. Grayson County leads 21-0. This is Cougar football on the Moose.
It's one of the interesting things about farming is that probably no 2 days are exactly the same. The day-to-day things are not chores to us. They're work sometimes, but yet in the long run, they're things that we are very passionate about doing on a daily basis. We're a part of providing a quality product to our urban neighbors.
From our hands to yours.
We are Kentucky beef producers, helping to feed Kentucky.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
Fallen on top of by Hart County. It's interesting that the Cougars aren't kicking deep. So they'll place this here towards the 38 of Hart County. Grayson County leads this one 21-0. Cougars trying to snap a 3-game losing streak after losses to Graves, Ohio, and Owensboro. They'll travel to Graves County next week. Under center. Hands off across the right side. Down to about the 44-yard line is Barber on the run. And it's a pickup of 6 yards. 2nd down and 4 coming up here for the Raiders. Trinity and Bowling Green all tied up at 21 halfway through the 3rd quarter of a massive game happening down at Donaldson Stadium right there in the center of Bowling Green between two traditional state powers. Handoff again to Barber across the right side. This time he's dropped for after a pickup of about 2 yards up to the 47. So 3rd down and 1 coming up. Can the Cougar defense get a big stop here to start this half of play? Third down and 1. Last time they had a short yardage situation. It was a quarterback sneak that went for 9 yards, did Hart County. And it's the same thing, and again he squirts through. This time it's not quite 9 yards, but it's up to the 50-yard line, up to midfield. It's a 3-yard pickup and a 1st down, Hart County. 8.5 minutes to play here in this 3rd quarter. Grayson County leads this one 21-0. So we appreciate you tuning in to tonight's broadcast here on 103.9 The Moose. As we want to remind you to, if you're watching with us on Facebook, comment and let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for specific players. We always love seeing that and love seeing what areas of the country you might be listening from. Pitch out here to the near side across the 50-yard line and run down from behind. On the run, Zach Bratcher and Dylan Zabel in there on the tackle. So up to the 48, 2-yard pickup, 2nd down and 8. Let's see where I know we've had some people listening to from Raleigh on our tugboat in the Mississippi, some of the different ways that we have. It's perfect for you to watch Cougar football. Handoff again to Barber, and this time he's drilled from behind and dropped for a loss. Ryan Coates in there to drop him for a 2-yard loss. 3rd down and 10 coming up. So 3rd down and 10, 7:20 to play in the third quarter. Grayson County 21, Hart County nothing. Grayson County looking to maybe pitch a second shutout this season as they shut out Nelson County back in the second game of this year. Rolling out to pass over in the middle in the flat. The pass is complete at the 45-yard line. He's dropped those short of the first down marker. So the pass is complete to Dustin Butler up to the 44. It's a 6-yard pickup, 4th down and 4. And when you're down 3 scores and it's your last game of the season, you definitely go for it here. 4th and 4. One wide receiver here to the near side. It's a pitch, and he stopped way short. Turnover on downs. Ball will go towards Grayson County. As they pitched it here to the near side to Barber, and he is stopped, no gain. Grayson County ball on turnover on downs, a big stop for the defense. So Grayson County will have this ball, 6 minutes, 12 seconds to play in the third quarter. In the past 3 offensive drives for Grayson County, 7-yard touchdown run, 43-yard touchdown run, 16-yard touchdown run. I'd say that's pretty good. One wide receiver out on each side under center. In the I formation goes Kopp. He has Miller and Gibson. Gibson off the right side. He's across the 50-yard line, across the 45, across the 40, up to the far side, outside. The numbers brought down near the 30-yard line. Big run again for Hunter Gibson, waiting for the official spot, as they'll say it is up to the 29-yard line. 1st down Cougars, as that's about a 26-yard run by Hunter Gibson. Halfway through the third quarter now, Grayson County leads 21-0, knocking on the door of possibly adding some more points. Again, the I formation for Kopp. Kept by Kopp. Across the right side, he's outside the numbers, inside the 15, or inside the 25-yard line, inside the 20. Still going. He's down actually inside the 10-yard line as the second effort for Grayson County gets him down inside the 5-yard line. As that was on the opposite side of the field, the furthest point from us. They'll mark him down at the 1. It's a 28-yard run by Logan Kopp. Timeout taken by Grayson County. So the Cougars will have it 1st down and goal from the 1. And that's kind of an interesting timeout there by Coach Smart. After you get a 28-yard pickup, you'd think that you'd want to go, quickly snap it and shove it down their throats. But, again, there's the reason why I'm up here in the press box and not down on the sideline. And I'm sure if you ask Coach Smart, he would tell you the exact same thing. Muhlenberg County at the half leads Ballard Memorial 44-7. See what else I have to bring you. Oh, here's a final. 83-51, Kentucky defeats Kentucky State. Looks like they're in post-game right now, so maybe you are joining us right now. You were listening to the UK game. Now you're heading over to the Moose to listen to the end of Grayson County. So they lead this one 21-0. After 3 straight rushing touchdowns on 3 straight possessions, they're looking to make it 4 straight here on this one. 1st down and goal from the 1. Kopp under center. Talon Smart is the deep running back, as Mason Miller and Hunter Gibson are blockers for him. And Talon Smart is blown up in the backfield as he blew through and stopped for a loss of 3. And I think that was Coach Smart trying to give his boy a chance of getting there, and that might have been his one chance. 5:10 to play here in this first half, or third quarter. Smart remains the running back. And again, it's that same formation. Again, a handoff to Smart, diving towards the goal line, but he's still well short. Pickup of 1 yard. 3rd down and goal from the 3. And I think this is where you go back to Hunter Gibson and let him see if he can't punch it into the end zone. So ball placed on the 4. Gibson is back in the running back position. And it's a handoff to Gibson across the right side, diving towards the goal line, and he's stopped a yard short. And I think you absolutely go for it here if you're Grayson County. It's at the 1 yard line, maybe down at the 2. It's probably closer actually to the 2 now that I look at this again. And I think this is where you put Mason Miller, and I'd even line Ryan Coates back and let Logan Kopp run and just give him a big old push from behind. Kopp under center. Gibson is the deep back. Kopp bobbles the snap. He's going to have to try and make something happen, and he's going to be stopped short of the goal line and run backwards. As Kopp bobbled the snap, trying to hand it off to Gibson and was just trying to keep it and get something out of nothing. And turnover on downs go Grayson County. And like we were talking on the Cougar Sports Report this morning, football is a game of momentum. Momentum just possibly got shifted back into Hart County as into their side right now. 3:31 to play here in this third quarter. Grayson County still has a 21-0 lead. Hart County will have the ball on their own 3. Grayson County already has 1 safety this year, and they've had 1 safety against them. The safety against them was against Owensboro last week. The safety in their favor was against Muhlenberg County back on September the 27th. Under center. And it's kept it by himself, and he's stopped near the goal line, back to maybe the 1 or 2. Yeah, big loss. As they'll push him back to the 2. Again, this is kind of in no man's land out on that far side. It's kind of hard to even see the line markers. It's just kind of guessing. See, we have Midland, Texas, and Bowling Green, Kentucky. Just a short trip down I-65 from where we are right now. Cougars jump. And now a late whistle is blown. And it's a timeout taken by Hart County. We'll take it with him. This is Cougar football on the Moose.
At the core of most any farm is a family, and I'm proud to work with my family every day.
It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but farming is not just a living, it is a lifestyle.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming.
I think a lot of people are very happy to know that neighbors, people like us, are the ones raising their food.
And we want our neighbors to enjoy the same product that we serve to our family.
Kentucky Farm Families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here. At Midway Pharmacy.
2.5 yard line. Really depends on how you really want to look at this. Hart County probably say the 3. Grayson County would say the 2 as he runs back across the right side and runs out of bounds, and that'll be some more space for the Raiders to work. As he'll run out of bounds. Waiting here for the official spot up to about the 6. So 3rd down and 9 coming up. Again, just trying to give them any space, if anything, just to punt this away, that they're not punting it deep into their own territory. Two and a half to play in the third quarter. Grayson County leads 21-0. shotgun formation, standing at his own goal line. He's going to pass. It's a screen, and it's complete at the 5, across the 10, and brought down from behind near the 15-yard line. And that will be close to the first down marker. It's all going to depend on the spot. And it is first down. I think that's a little bit of a home cooking spot for Hart County there, as I think he might have been closer to about the 14, but they'll give it to the first down to the Raiders. 21-0 though. Grayson County leads. 2 minutes to play in this third quarter. Under center again goes Belden. Across the left side on the run. Pickup of about 2. Now 90 seconds to play here in this third quarter. Let's see if I can't bring you a score. Here's an Edmonson County update. Barron County 44, Wildcats 14. And that is just approaching the end of the third quarter. It's a good season, though, for the Trojans of Barron County. They have a new district, and it's a brutal one for them. Central Hardin, North Hardin, and Meade County. So 2 teams in the top 5. Trickeration in the backfield doesn't fool the Cougars at all. In fact, it turns out to be a big loss. Back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of at least 5 and an injured player on the play for Hart County. Slow to get up is number 10, Jordan Bradley, the freshman. The trainer's coming over to check him out. 51 seconds to play in the third quarter. This is a surprising score. South Orem 43, Central Hardin 7. Central Hardin, I think, was ranked coming into this game 4 or 5 in the 6A poll. So a massive upset there. I'm not sure necessarily that's an upset. South Orem is 9-1, but I don't think anybody expected them to run and clock them. Jet sweep kept by the quarterback Belden. And the Cougar defensive line swallows him up. 30 seconds to play, and Hart County will be forced to punt here in this towards the end of this third quarter. And Hart County won't snap another play. So we head to the end of this third quarter. Grayson County 21, Hart County 0. This is Cougar football on the Moose.
When you or a loved one is ready to seek help for a drug addiction, don't let the moment pass. Instead of wasting precious time searching the internet and spending hours on the phone, you can find help now. Because the keys to finding treatment are right at your fingertips. Go online to findhelpnowky.org. Answer 5 optional questions, and in less than a minute, get a list of every Kentucky-based treatment provider accepting clients. Findhelpnowky.org. Finding addiction treatment is easier than ever.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
So Hart County will punt this one away, as they will stand here. The punter stands back at his own 5. Cougars bring a few. It's a fake across the 15, across the 20, and running out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And I think he might have run out of bounds before the first down marker, and they give him out at the 27. And that'll be enough for the first down off the fake punt. He tiptoed the line. And I had thought that he might have run out of bounds a little bit before that. But Hart County gets the first down off of the fake punt. So up to the 27. 12 yards. And, I mean, I guess when this is the last game, why the heck not? Belden under center. Hand off to Barber. Across the left side, across the 30, brought down at the 31. 4-yard pickup, 2nd down and 6. Grayson County, though, again, next week will be on the road at Graves County. We will have the coverage of that game beginning with a locker room show at 6:30. I'm not entirely certain whether that game will be on K105 on Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose. I think it's on K105, but I'll have to look. In fact, we can see if I can't pull that up here as I talk this through, but we'll see if we can't let you know. But if you're watching with us, it'll be on whatever channel you might be watching on. Belden under center. Hands it off on the trickeration as the wide receiver came around to grab that one. And the Cougars not fooled at all, back to the 27, back towards the original line of scrimmage. Back to the 28. As it looks like that game will be on the Moose, as Kentucky plays Eastern Kentucky next Friday night, so that game will more than likely be on the Moose. So if you're listening, whatever platform you might be watching or listening on, the Cougar football game next week will be. Passing, it's complete at the 38-yard line and dropped immediately. And again, Hart County has been towing that first down line, and it's enough for a first down, a 12-yard pickup, and a first down for the Raiders, as this is a long drive for them that began all the way back at their 5-yard line. So first down and 10 coming up. Ball placed on the Hart County 40. This will be play number 11 of this drive. Hart County's got to start looking at that time. 10 minutes to play. They're down 3 scores. Hand off to Barber across the near side here, up to the 41-yard line. Only a gain of 1. I'd say that Coach Smart has to have seen some good things from his defense here tonight. They've been on the field a lot here, as the offense has had some quick strike abilities. Their last 4 drives, 3 of them ended with a touchdown, and the only other one ended with a turnover on downs inside the 5. Shotgun formation for Belden. He'll pass over the middle, and it's caught, going down to his knee and catching it here at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 8 yards, and that will bring up 3rd down and 1. First, I thought the official was saying first down. I was going to say that's right down the line from us, and clearly a yard short. 2 wide receivers here to the near side. Shotgun formation. Throwing over here to the near side. Nearly intercepted. The pass is dropped. Logan Kopp had it in his hands, looked up, saw green grass, and when he did that, he dropped it. So it'll be 4th and 1. An obvious time to go for it here with under 9 minutes to play. And Grayson County leading 21-0. Cougars trying to snap a 3-game losing streak and win game number 7. In fact, they go 7-3 in the regular season for the 2nd straight season. Cougars showing blitz. Rolling out to pass goes Belden, and they're not fooled at all. A big-time loss and a sack for Grayson County. Ethan Stewart, Zach Bratcher, Ryan Coates, and another man in there on there. It was Ryan Bode. 4 Cougars brought Belden down for a big loss, turnover on downs. And Grayson County is going to get the ball back at the Hart County 40-yard line. And I'm not sure, I mean, the call there to not run the ball right up the middle was kind of interesting on 4th down and short. They were trying to pass. Cougars brought blitz, and it pays off in a big way. Under center goes Kopp. Handoff to Gibson across the left side. And he'll pick up 1 yard up to the 39. Let's see if I can't have another score here. So this is an interesting one. Lexington Catholic playing Frederick Douglass 35-17. Frederick Douglass leads us coming into the game, as we'll tell you after this play. As a handoff to Gibson across the right side. He runs over his own man and falls down at the 35. As his lead blocker on that play was Ryan Mode. And Gibson had his hand on his back and must have been putting a little bit too much pressure on as Mode went down right in front of him. And Gibson was able to sidestep him a bit, but it ended up, that just was enough. One wide receiver out on each side. I formation again. Handoff to Gibson across the left side. Nice block around the edge. Can he get it? He stops short of the first down marker up to about the 32. 31 is where they'll say it's a 4-yard pickup. 4th down and 1. You'd be looking at about a 50-yard field goal. He'd be coming close to the school record of 51, I think. That's if Danny Clark was right when he told us, I think, the Breckinridge County game when he was telling us that. Timeout taken here by Hart County. 7:02 here to play in this 4th quarter. We'll see if we can't bring you some scores to bring you. In fact, Danny Clark might be listening with us right now, and I'm sure he'd be able to text us and let us know something. As our director here tonight, Chase Blaine, he says Danny Clark is always right, and I think that's because he knows that he has practice coming up on Monday and he don't want to have to run suicides because Coach Clark can put him to work. Russell County defeats LaRue County 34-28. That is a final score. Fort Knox leads Caverna 41-0. That game is in the 3rd quarter. I was talking about the Lexington Catholic Frederick Douglass game. The score is 35-17 in the at the end of the 3rd quarter of that game. Coming into that game, the previous 9 games, Frederick Douglass's defense had given up 14 points across 9 games. The only team to score against him was Henry Clay. 4th down and 1. Cobb keeps it himself. He got the 1st down and more inside the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Cougars. On 4th down and 1, Cobb takes it in 31 yards. And Grayson County has maybe put this one to bed. 27-0 is our score. The Cougar faithful comes to their feet as Logan Raymer runs out to attempt the extra point. He's 3 of 3 so far tonight. Good snap. It's long enough. And he put it through. Grayson County 28-0. 7 minutes to play. This is Cougar football on the Moose.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
When you or a loved one is ready to seek help for a drug addiction, don't let the moment pass. Instead of wasting precious time searching the internet and spending hours on the phone, you can find help now. Because the keys to finding treatment are right at your fingertips. Go online to findhelpnowky.org, answer 5 optional questions, and in less than a minute, get a list of every Kentucky-based treatment provider accepting clients. Findhelpnowky.org. Finding addiction treatment is easier than ever.
To kick. And it's again a kick that just rolls on the ground, and it's going to roll in the middle of nowhere. Hart County finally picks it up at the 26-yard line, and a late flag comes in as the Cougars were running after that one. And that one just rolled past the Hart County return man until he realized there wasn't someone behind him. As I'm not sure what the call is it looks like it might be on Hart County, as he's looking towards the Grayson County sideline, almost like he was talking with head coach Ed Smart. But I'm not entirely sure what it might be. Nope, it's going to be on Grayson County as they're moving this one forward. personal foul, face mask called against the Cougars. And again, we're so far up here, we have no way of telling, and the official has the best angle out of anybody. Hart County needs 4 touchdowns as they trail 28-0 with 6:48 to play. Ball placed here on their own 37. To pass. Now it's a pitch here and brought down, blowing that play up in the backfield for Grayson County. Not fooled at all. Ethan Stewart was the man to get Dustin Butler in the backfield for a big-time loss back to the 30-yard line. That's a loss of 7 yards. 2nd down and 17 coming up. Louisville Trinity now leads Bowling Green 42-21. 6:51 to play in the 4th quarter of that game. That game started 30 minutes prior to our game, and we're further along than they are. Under center goes Belden. Ball's out. Hart County picks it up. Does Belden? He's going to end up picking it up and just running forward up to the 36-yard line. That's what you get for making something out of nothing. 3rd down and about 11 coming up here for the Raiders. An obvious 4-down territory, and this is where you almost want to pick up 6 or 7 yards, see what you can't get on 4th down to make 4th down a little bit more manageable. But at the same time, you have 5.5 minutes, and you're down 28-0. To pass goes Hart County. They're going to throw down the near side of the field, and it is caught by Hart County. What a catch at the 41-yard line. As they went up, 2 players went up for it, and it is caught by number 84, Devin Roten. They used the size, 6'3", up to the 41-yard line, as that is about a 23-yard catch. 5 minutes to play. Grayson County 28, Hart County nothing. Under center, handoff, nothing going on the run. As the mass of Cougar defenders, one man in there was a number 33. I was looking down at my roster saying that they stumped me, saying that's a name I don't know. That's because it's not on my roster. 42-yard line is where it goes back towards, so it's a loss of 1 on the run. Four and a half to play. Grayson County appears to be on their way to their 2nd consecutive 7-3 regular season. And again, they head to Graves County in the playoffs next week. Penalty flag comes in as the carry across the right side, and it is a fumble. Grayson County gets it. As I missed the ball even coming out, but the head official points towards Grayson County way. And the Cougars get the ball off of the turnover. So there was really no celebration or anything down there. Everybody's too cold and ready to go home. 4:08 to play. Grayson County with the ball on their own 41-yard line. Under center. Kopp hands it off to keeps it himself. And picks up 1. Up to the 42. 2nd and 9. .345 and counting now to play. Grayson County again, 28-0 over Hart County. Kopp in the eye. Handoff across the near side here to Gibson. He's across the 35, runs into his own man, diving up to the 49-yard line. Hunter Gibson on the run. It'll be about 3rd down and 4 here coming up for Grayson County. As they'll place it towards the 48, it's a 6-yard pickup. Again, they're just letting this time roll down if you're Grayson County. I formation. One wide receiver on each side. Hands it off to Miller. He's across the first down marker into Hart County territory up to the 45-yard line. That's enough for a first down, Cougars. 3 minutes now to play in our football game. And it looks like Grayson County is on their way to snapping a 3-game losing streak. Under center. Kopp keeps it himself. He has a big hole across the 40. Breaking it here to the near side. Across the 35, across the 30. Stepping out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Stopping the clock with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to play. 15-yard pickup on the gain by Logan Kopp. And I think that they just really want this clock to roll on out of here. Let's not let anybody get hurt as you head into the playoffs next week. Grayson County at Graves County. If you don't want to make the trip to Graves County, be sure to join us on the call. We'll have you for it, wherever you might be listening here today. Handoff across the right side, across the 30. And sidestepping out of bounds at about the 26-yard line was Hunter Gibson on the carry. At a 3-yard pickup. And he steps out of bounds, which is not what Grayson County wants. They want the time to roll. See if they can't get out of here with this W. Final score, Barron County 44, Edmonson County 21. I know the Wildcats, though, they might be our rival, but we wish them congratulations. They are the number 1 seed in their district. They'll be hosting some playoff games. So congrats to our friends down in downtown Browntown. We'll be seeing them December 13th, I think, for some basketball. Pitch here out to the far side. Gibson towards the first down marker, still on his feet, inside the 20, inside the 15-yard line. He's tackled inbounds, and that clock will keep on rolling here. Grayson County with it here down to the 11-yard line. It's a 16-yard pickup and a first down, Cougars. Waiting for the chain gang to get set. 2:12 to play. The official's asking for the clock to wind. It's still not winding. He blows the whistle a second time, and there it goes. The cold's getting to everybody. 2 wide receivers here to the near side. I formation for Kopp. Hand off to Gibson. He's across the 10-yard line and tackled down towards about the 7. 150. Now to play in a timeout. No, the ball's out. And Hart County comes down with it. And that was another one that I missed. And the Cougars turn this one over in the red zone after looking like this might have been the football game. So 1:46 to play in the football game. Ball placed from the Hart County 7-yard line. Again, deep into their own territory. Hart County has 1 timeout remaining. Down 28-0. Handoff, diving towards the 10-yard line. So a 3-yard pickup, 2nd down and 7. And it doesn't appear that Hart County is really going to be doing much more. So Grayson County looks like they will finish this season with a record of 7-3 for the 2nd straight season. They will travel to Graves County next week. Actually, I just see Barron County has their first winning season since 2000. As a timeout, looks like an injured player might be on the field here for Grayson County, taking his time getting off the field. But under his own power is Cooper Terry. Hart County with it now. 28-0. 1 minute to play. Under center. It's a pitch here to the near side across the 10, sidestepping towards the 15-yard line, being brought down near the 17. That should be enough maybe for a first down for the Raiders. waiting for an official call. Now they're going to stop the clock. Timeout, Hart County. So 43 seconds to play in this game. So we do appreciate you, though, for tuning in to tonight's coverage, as always. Sam Gormley here with you on the call, as we can thank our digital productions crew, Anna Davis and Cody Brock. They're the ones out there bearing the weather. It's nothing like Graves County, because the Graves County game we had was raining like crazy. Even last week, I think we had a little bit of rain, but it's good to see no rain tonight. So Hart County with the ball. It will be first down and 10. To pass. Letting it drop down the field, and it is incomplete. In and out of the hands of their man, number 84, Devin Roten. So second down and 10 coming up for the Raiders. 37 seconds to play. 28-0. Grayson County leads this one. Under center. Pitch here to the near side. Now they're going to pass it, throwing it down the field, and that's going to be intercepted by Grayson County at the 43-yard line. Across the 40, now towards the near side, across the 30, across the 25, inside the 20, 15, 10, 5, into the end zone. Is he in or not? Waiting for a call from the, and they're going to give it to him. Touchdown, Grayson County. It's a pick six. Logan Kopp takes it about 47 yards for a pick six. As that was pretty much almost as if Kopp was taking a punt on there. So Raymer to attempt the extra point. Place down, the kick is up, and it is no good. Off to the left side, it's 34-0. Grayson County leads this one. This is Cougar football on the Moose.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield. Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
It's Country Station 103.9 The Moose.
The kick is picked up at the 15-yard line towards the near side, across the 25, and brought down at the 26-yard line. Logan Kopp, a 47-yard interception return. The point after attempt was no good, though, as this is WMTL Litchfield, Litchfield's Country Station. 103.9 The Moose, 15 seconds to play. Hart County with the ball, placed on their own 26. Stay tuned in for the fifth quarter show after this, as we'll hopefully talk to the Cougar offensive coordinator Brian Jones about tonight's game. And this will just be a run up the middle, and that will do it. Grayson County finishes the regular season with a record of 7-3, and they will advance to the playoffs here next week against Graves County. A shutout win over the Raiders of Hart County. We'll wrap things up after this, as this is Cougar football right here on the Moose.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
At the core of most any farm is a family, and I'm proud to work with my family every day.
It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but farming is not just a living, it is a lifestyle.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming.
I think a lot of people are very happy to know that neighbors, people like us, are the ones raising their food.
And we want our neighbors to enjoy the same product that we serve to our family.
Kentucky Farm Families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
At the core of most any farm is a family, and I'm proud to work with my family every day.
It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but farming is not just a living, it is a lifestyle.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming.
I think a lot of people are very happy to know that neighbors, people like us, are the ones raising their food.
And we want our neighbors to enjoy the same product that we serve to our family.
Kentucky Farm Families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Lakes Regional Medical Center, Scotty's Contracting and Stone, Midway Pharmacy, Plasticon, Wilson and Muir Bank, and by State Farm Agent Carter Harrow. And now for a recap of tonight's game, here's the fifth quarter show with Sam Gormley.
Welcome back here to Hart County High School, where the Grayson County Cougars have finished the regular season with a record of 7-3. As we bring in, it's kind of a different shot here as my camera has hit the dust about 4 or 5 times throughout the game. So finally, we just said, screw it, we're gonna put this in, and I've even got, the nice backdrop of the field behind me. It's great if you're watching with us. As there comes Don Brown entering in the studio. He's here to warm up and celebrate a 34-30 victory. Are you okay, Don?
Yeah, just my knees are shot. I can't step up.
34-30 though, Grayson County wins this one here over Hart County. 7-3 is the final record here for the Cougars. In fact, I'm going to take a peek down and see if I can't see Brian Jones and see if he might be making his way up. I do not yet. I'm sure he'll be ready to get some. Is somebody walking up here right now?
No, he's
No, I thought I was getting pointed here for that. But Grayson County again 7-3 finished the regular season with a 34-0 victory over the Raiders of Hart County. Coming up here on the fifth quarter show, we'll hopefully talk with a member of the Cougars coaching staff. If not, we'll run down some scores from around the region. We'll give you a little bit that you might need to know about next week's game, and then we will also run down the scoring here from tonight. So a good night to be a Cougar. They snapped a 3-game losing streak. It's the 100th win of the 21st century here tonight. So since the year 2000, this was win number 100. As this is Cougar football right here on the Moose.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
When you or a loved one is ready to seek help for a drug addiction, don't let the moment pass. Instead of wasting precious time searching the internet and spending hours on the phone, you can find help now. Because the keys to finding treatment are right at your fingertips. Go online to findhelpnowky.org, answer 5 optional questions, and in less than a minute, get a list of every Kentucky-based treatment provider accepting clients. Findhelpnowky.org. Finding addiction treatment is easier than ever.
Back here to Hart County, where it's a chilly night, but the Cougars are victorious by a final score of 34-0. Is looking down, seeing we might have a coach heading up to talk with us and celebrate this victory here today. Let's see if we can't bring you some scores. A close one happening right now. I don't have the time on it. I presume the fourth quarter. In fact, there it is. 6:16 to go. Owensboro 22, Henderson County 16. Close game there in the fourth quarter. Apollo 42, Owensboro Catholic 21. And let's see what else I can bring you. South Warren at the end of the third quarter leads Logan County 53-6. McLean County all over Webster County 62-21 at the end of the third quarter of that game. 8:40 left in a game down in Bowling Green. Russellville 27, Warren Central 20. So Warren Central trying to snap a long losing streak. Big game happening in the city of Louisville. Rivalry game. Louisville Male 22. DuPont Manual 21. That's the 16th straight win for Male. As Manual had a chance to win at the buzzer with a 43-yard field goal that went no good. Barron County 44, Edmondson County 21. Again, for Barron County, that is their first winning season since the year 2000. So congratulations to them. And again, congratulations to Edmondson County. Will be at home next week as they will host Greene County in the first round of the playoffs of that game. As I'm trying to see here, E-Town defeats Lloyd 39-12. Again, another kind of a weird matchup there as those two teams are probably about 2 hours and 15 minutes apart. That's up from my neck of the woods. The Lloyd Memorial Juggernauts against the E-Town Panthers. So, I'm seeing if I can't see any other scores. Again, 22-16 Owensboro against Henderson County is the score of that. Our score, though, Grayson County 34, Hart County nothing. The Cougars get their second shutout of this season. We'll come back and tell you how they did it after this, as this is the Fifth Quarter Show right here on the Moose.
It's one of the interesting things about farming is that probably no 2 days are exactly the same. The day-to-day things are not chores to us. They're work sometimes, but yet in the long run, they're things that we are very passionate about doing on a daily basis. We're a part of providing a quality product to our urban neighbors.
From our hands to yours.
We're Kentucky beef producers, helping to feed Kentucky.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Take it from me, quitting tobacco isn't easy. It can take several attempts before you can finally quit for good. So if at first you don't succeed, quit. Quit again. And remember, even though quitting is hard, you don't have to do it alone. Quit Now Kentucky is with you every step of the way. For free help quitting tobacco, text QUIT KY to 797979 or go to quitnowkentucky.org.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier. At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and